Hi everyone, this is Lin Lao Shi. I'm so happy to see you again. Today we are going to talk about Chinese architecture. When it is mentioned, I'm wondering what image will be in your mind. Let me guess. Will it be the Great Wall? It's a wonder of construction in the world, and probably one of the greatest defense projects in human history. The wall is called 万里长城in Chinese because it's longer than 10,000 miles. Today, it has lost its significance in defending the enemy and become a famous tourist attraction in the world. Will you think of the Forbidden City, which I have mentioned in the first lecture, with 5 halls, 17 palaces, and 9,000 rooms? Its largest surviving palace complex in the world. The core value of the Forbidden City lies in its architecture, and it stands for the peak and essence of the traditional Chinese style. You may know Temple of Heaven in Beijing. It is world famous for its unparalleled architectural beauty. The temple is the largest group of temple buildings of its kind in China, nearly 4 times larger than the Forbidden City. Emperor used to worship heaven and pray for good harvest here. The famous Echo Wall and the Triple Sound Stone lie in the temple too. Have you seen earth building before? This is a kind of large multi-story buildings with earth wall and wood frame structure. There are more than 4,000 earth buildings in China. Most of them are spread around Yongding and Nanjing, Fujian province. Looking like small and fortified castles, these houses are built to provide protection against bandits and wild animals. An earth building includes at least 2 circles. The outer circle can be as high as 10 meters and may hold between 1 to 200 rooms. The kitchen and dinner room are in the first floor. The second floor is used as warehousing, and the third floor above contains bedroom. The inner circle is 2-storied with 30 to 50 rooms, which functions as a guest house. In the middle is a hall, a public place for people to discuss things. Such a large building can hold more than 50 families. Besides traditional architecture, in China you can see more modern buildings. For example, the Jingmao Tower, located in Shanghai, is a 420-meter-high, 88-story landmark. It contains shopping malls, offices, and a hotel occupying stories from 53 to 87. At the time of completion, it was the highest hotel in the world. Is this building familiar to you? It's the National Stadium, also known as the bird's nest, symbolizing a cradle holding hopes of mankind for the future. Its main body is a colossal steel structure weighing 42,000 tons. It's the iconic structure of the Beijing Olympic Games and has become a recognized landmark. In Beijing, you can also see the CCTV headquarters. It's a tower of 51-story skyscraper. The 2 towers reach toward one another at 60-degree angles. Local people have taken to calling it the 大裤衩, big underpants in English, while others prefer the twisted donut. Twisted takes on the building symbolize the far-reaching ambition of China's state television network. Canton Tower is located in Guangzhou City. It's currently the highest tower in China and the 3rd highest tower in the world. The tower has another cute name, 小蛮腰, slim waist in English. That's because the shape of Canton Tower is like a fairy lady twisting her waist while looking behind. The tower shows a spirit of dynamic Guangzhou City, welcoming challenges, and embracing the world. There are various architectural styles in Chinese history. In this section, we are going to know more about it. Traditionally, Chinese architecture, from the village house to imperial palace, have the following characteristics. First of all, traditional Chinese architecture has a flexible and beautiful layout. A single building is generally composed of three main parts: foundation, main body, and a roof, which are relatively isolated. A complex usually consists of numerous buildings, either a larger palace or a quadrangle courtyard. In the complex, all buildings are facing up to the south. There is always an axis. Main buildings are exactly standing on the axis, while secondary buildings are east-west confrontation on the two sides to compose a square or a rectangle courtyard. To take quadrangle dwelling or 四合院 as an example, which has been the basic pattern used for residence, palaces, temples, and business and government offices. The complex are formed by four inward-facing houses linked by enclosing walls. Its main and only entrance gate is built at the southeastern corner of the quadrangle with a screen wall, just inside to prevent outsiders from peeping in. Enter the Jewel Flower Gate. You can see the main house at the center, where families take place and distinguished guests are welcome. The eastern and western wing room for some are on both sides. All houses face the courtyard and are connected by corridors. Do you know where daughters live in? The answer is backside building. Where are the kitchen and toilet? Please find out by yourself. Asian Chinese architecture features timber framework as supporting structure. Walls do not bear load. They are only used to separate spaces. The timber frame supports most of the weight of the house, so windows, doors, and walls are not restricted to certain locations. First of all, wooden materials are easily available in Asian China, and the construction methods are relatively simple. Besides, the wooden frame structure are also shock resistant. One of the most important features of Chinese architecture is in the roof. Asian buildings tend to have huge roofs with extended eaves. This is to ensure enough lighting and avoid the dampening of the walls. The roof, like upturned wings, is the pride of Chinese national culture. In addition to the function of protection, they also have a deeper meaning, thus making the building produce strong visual effect and artistic appeal. The temple's roof is made of glazed ceramic tiles and have an overhanging curve distinguished by a graceful upward slope. Wooden Asian Chinese buildings and structures are the most common, but some are built with either red or gray bricks. Symbolism is abundant in house decorations. Preferred images of plants are peony, chrysanthemum, bamboo, pine, peach, cypress, and so on. Animals are dragon, phoenix, bat, lion, crane, elephant, camel, tortoise too. Colored paint not only functions as decoration, but also as a sign or symbol of protection. Red, especially vermilion, is the main color. Yellow is symbolic of imperial power in Asian China, but red is symbolic of happiness for everyone. Now, let's try to count the stats on the main gate or the number of animals on the roof. Is it 9? The number 9 carries a special meaning in ancient China, since it's regarded as an extremely lucky number. So emperor, to symbolize their superiority, designs related to 9 appear almost on every imperial structure. From above, we can learn that ancient Chinese have created many architectural miracles. However, modern Chinese architecture is made up with works with various styles, including Chinese tradition, Western classical, modernism, and so on. It's a unified whole of different architectures of their cultures. In modern China, we can still witness all these buildings: courtyard, cave dwellings, earth buildings, bamboo houses are coexisting with high-rise modern buildings. Here are some similar buildings. Actually, they are diverse in functions. First of all, Ting, Chinese pavilion. Ting is built of wood, stone, or bamboo and used as a place for rest or as a roof to a stone tablet. All tings have columns to support the roof, but there are no walls. Tai is an elevated terrace with a flat top, generally built of earth and stone, and surfaced with brick. They are used as observatory or beacon towers. There are many ties along the Great Wall. A low refers to any buildings of 2 or more stories with a horizontal main ridge. Generally, they are used as a bedroom, study, or sightseeing place. Lang refers to a roofed walk with low railing or long side bench providing people with shade from the sun or protecting from the rain. It not only adds beauty to the general scenery, but plays a useful role as well. In traditional Chinese architecture, xuan refers to the cubby house or corridor with windows. Xie is often built near or on the water for people to relax. It has a platform, half of which extends to the water, and the other half is set on the water bank. They are often used as tea houses, reception rooms, or performance stages. Now, can you tell this apart? The first one is a ting without walls. The second one is a tai on the terrace. The third one is a low with many stories for sightseeing. The last one is a xie, half of which is above water and half on the bank. In the tide of globalization, there are many opportunities and tests. Modernization does not mean abandoning the Asian culture and tradition of a nation. Modern Chinese architecture has been influenced by Western architecture, but it still inherits and develops the characteristic of Asian Chinese traditional architecture to a large extent. Modern buildings here all reflect traditional features or styles. Can you find them out? China has a vast territory and a large number of ethnic groups. Although more ethnic architectural styles are not included in the mainstream, their unique style is the most beautiful ornament on the land of China. Pile dwelling used by Miao ethnic people, yurt of Inner Mongolia, the stone chamber in Tibetan area are with their own features and reflect Large-scale exchanges and cooperation between China and other countries began centuries ago. In many Chinese cities, such as Guangzhou, Shanghai, Tianjin, Harbin, we can see lots of European architectures which are very representative of history, and the shape is also very delicate. There are British Asian style, French Baroque style, German Gothic style, and so on. These architectural communities record history of China in those days. The shortage of urban land and the development of construction technology led to the boom of the high-rise buildings. High-rise office buildings are mainly constructed in big cities. Other places also witness a number of multi-story office buildings. High-rise building can save land, but the imperfect design and planning will also bring a series of problems. There are concerns about the negative impact of such buildings on municipal management and cultural protection. Through the Asian Chinese architecture, we can clearly reflect the man of Chinese traditional cultural thought. At the same time, modern Chinese architecture has seen the achievement of design, technology, equipment, materials, and scientific management from reality. But what exactly does modern Chinese architecture learn from the tradition? Let's stop to think of it for a while. See you soon.